All right. Let's see what we can do. First and foremost, let me see what the hourly chart is saying. All right, we got some support here on a map, pretty big level. See if this support holds. Got view op down there, possibly wanting to come down, maybe take out a low or something down there. Would be a good, nice thing to see. $15-minute chart, tapping into a bullish imbalance. Again, it would be nice to see this price kind of come down and take out a low down there. But seeing if we can hold that imbalance. Now, 5-minute chart. See that 5-minute range get set. See if we could take a couple scalps here. If trying to hold this. Sellers coming through. All right, we got a lot of selling pressure coming in. Let's see. Let me take a quick scalp if we... Yeah, we got a lot of sellers trying to step in here, keep it down. If I catch a quick scalp here, maybe. Back up to that level, maybe take out that level up there. We got some. Oh, are you kidding me? All right, just a quick scalp here. Not expecting any crazy. See if we can get this push up, buyer stepping in there. Are you kidding me, man? Alright, there it goes. Having trouble breaking that high, but I think buyers have it in. At least go for that high. What up? What up? Good morning. Bruh. It's having so much freaking trouble. It's wild. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me, man? Oh, you can't make this shit up. You can't make it up. Bruh, like seriously? You freaking dumbasses. This is freaking wild, man. And I have to have my stop below the lows here. Below this candle low. Ah, man. There's no news, is there? What the hell is going on here? Freaking chop fest. I got like... Alright, finally. Holy slip. What the hell is happening here? How did I get slipped on that so much? Dude, I swear, they have to be freaking... Oh my gosh, dude. Some bull. How did I get slipped so much? I was supposed to... I can't do this, man. I can't do this shit. I gotta open up a live account and stop trading with these dumbass prop firms. Literally had a limit order in and it still got slipped. How does that work? It's like I got filled and then I pushed can't flatten all button and it for some reason I have no idea how that even works. Is it my copy traders having problems? I have no idea what the hell is going on. Oh well. Maybe I gotta stop doing that flatten all button and just let it fill itself. Because that flatten all button, I think, maybe some accounts got filled, some accounts don't, and then I flatten all and it slips to other accounts that didn't get filled. All right, at this point, I'm gonna wait for a pullback. At this point, I want to wait for it to take out some lows down here. Now it's already broken that structure. It's moving to the upside. I'm not gonna be, you know, greedy and start taking this breakout too, where I took profit. I'm gonna wait for a pullback at this point and have to wait for another opportunity. I'm sure another opportunity is coming. But here, give me a second. I'll be back in a second. I need to grab something real quick. Take out that high? No, we didn't. We haven't taken out that high yet up here. It's 26046 level. I've always had issues with Ninja Trader. Really? It's Ninja? I mean, I typically never have issues. This was like the first time. I don't know what the hell happened. That was weird. Typically, I don't have issues, but I don't know if that's... What the heck is going on? Oh my gosh. What happened? What is going on? I mean, it's good. Let it pull back. What's up? I personally want it to pull back. We got, let's go to a higher time frame. Actually, I haven't marked out that 5 minute. Let me mark out that 5 minute. What time is it right now? 44. So that was the, where was it? 9:35. So is this right? This candle. Uh, 9:35. Is it this one? It gives me a good idea. This 5 minute range gives me a really good idea of what price wants to do. Now we bounced off this bullish imbalance. So we took out that internal low right there. Tapped into that bullish imbalance. It would be nice if we can come all the way down and maybe take out one of these lows down here. Give a better opportunity. Well, pulling back here. What site do you use? I use Ninja Trader. Pull back to the 5 minute range to buy. Yeah, I'm interested in another buy opportunity. I took this breakout right here. The first breakout I took, at this point, I would want it to kind of pull back down to these lows here, form some more structure, and then start breaking out of that structure. Would be nice to see, but as of now, just gonna let it do its thing right now. What should someone just starting know? I think the biggest thing to know is don't expect, like, have the right expectations when you're starting to learn how to trade. Don't expect this thing to be like You know, you start to learn and you're going to start making, you know, crazy money. This takes years and years and years to master it. Like to you know, really learn the skill of trading takes years and years. So have the right expectations. Don't look at this as a get rich quick scheme. Look at this as a long-term thing, like a skill you're building long-term, so that if you continue and you're obsessed with it and you want to learn and you're learning and learning and learning and you know, maybe 3, 4, 5 years down the road, you could start making good money. But it's just like with anything. You go to college to learn a valuable skill. Same thing with trading. It takes time to learn a skill and develop the correct psychology for it. But what's some of the basics? I mean, basics in terms of what? Like, you're talking about reading a candle, or like just basics in general? I mean, like, I would say some of the basics in general to pay attention to in terms of trading is pay attention to price, taking out lows, breaking out of structure, holding, you know, just look at patterns. Look at what the market does and the patterns that it creates in the market. Like, for example, like, look at these kind of patterns. When price breaks out, comes back up and like retests a certain area, right? And then same thing with kind of this. You had a breakout, comes back up, retest, comes back down. I mean, retest that area, goes back up. So just pay attention to certain patterns that happen in the market, and pay attention to, you know, price coming down and taking out lows. Like if you look on the 15-minute time frame, like what happened in the morning. Actually, let me go to a 5-minute. Right, you had this low in the morning, price came down, opened up at 9:30. It took out this low, and then we got buyers step back in, and it pushed all the way back up to the high. So pay attention to stuff like that. But yeah, there's another thing is, yeah, there's a lot of people that have YouTube videos of different strategies and different techniques and stuff that they use in their trading, and kind of try to learn from multiple people and figure out a strategy that that works best for you. I think the break and retest strategy with going with the trend is to me is probably one of the easiest strategies to understand. It's a little hard. It's not easy to master, but it's easy to to see it in the market. But yeah, try to just do your research and study, and as long as you're willing to learn, you know, you can go start just being obsessed with it. That's pretty much what happened with me. I just became kind of obsessed with it, and I really wanted to learn, and I just kept learning and learning and learning and learning. And yeah, but there are a lot of YouTube videos of different strategies, and what I would recommend, don't buy any courses or Discord. Don't waste your money. Don't think that you're just gonna buy someone's course and then all of a sudden you're gonna start making, you know, really good money. It doesn't work that way. So I would stay away from buying a course or joining a Discord or any of that crap. I'm trying the 5-minute range, entering at the 50%. Up or down, especially where the price is. Yeah, the 5-minute range is a good, it's a good like gauge. Like when the market breaks out, when the market pulls back into the range, starts to kind of chop around a little bit. I really like it because it gives me a good idea what price is doing, where it possibly wants to go, and a lot of times price will break out of the 5-minute and it'll hold it as support. Not today, but all right. You said somebody said we don't have news today, right? There's no news. Today Yeah, we got orange folder, but that's nothing to worry about at 10 a.m. Yeah, so. We had CPI at 8:30 today. But yeah, other than the home sales, nothing really. All right, we're pushing down. Let me see. Tapping into the view op. Let's see what happens at view op here. It's gonna be a really interesting. Now at this point, I'm still bullish at this point. So unless structure starts to change to the downside, then. But we are still bullish. Starting to kind of try to break that 5-minute low here. See if some structure can start to get put in here. Coming up on that 10 o'clock mark, which we do get reversals at 10 o'clock. So this initial push up, it didn't really take out the high. It had a little bit more to go and it didn't quite take out the high. It was super close though. Man. All right, pushing back into the range. A lot of buyers coming up off that view op area. Five-minute range entering at the 50. Oh, I already read that. Alright, still pushing up. Dang. Didn't really even take out a low. Man, I'm tired for some reason. Yeah, big wicks to the upside though. Dang. These 15-minute wicks are crazy. Look at this. These 2 wicks. A lot of selling pressure coming in. That's what that's saying. At those highs. Starting to kind of put in some structure here. I wonder if it's going to go for that high again, because that high still hasn't gotten tapped. Maybe if it starts really propelling, if it starts breaking this kind of structure here, would be possibly interesting for something. If we can break it. See if it wants to go for that high. We still are bullish, so there's no reason to try to fade the move. Unless it wants to take out a low first. That's possible too. Almost 10 o'clock. Price is just chopping here for now. Because if buyers can't hold it up and it starts breaking view up to the downside, then it starts to look kind of ugly. Next move is gonna go down, trust me. I mean, it's possible. Anything is possible at this point. Price is pretty balanced right now. We're at view op, but we're above view op at, you know, so far bulls are in control. Until we start breaking these lows right here, down here, when we start breaking those lows, that's gonna start being a red flag of us potentially going lower. Sellers are pretty strong here. We got pre-market. Has it taken out? Yeah, it's taken out pre-market highs a long time ago. So pre-market highs have got taken out. Is that the data? Yeah, that's the... We got that data candle high that never got taken out. I thought that was pre-market, but... Yeah. I thought it was pre-market, but yeah, that's the data candle high never got taken out. It came super close to taking it out. Which, who knows, it may want to go for that high. But right now, it's still really balanced at this point. Educational or real trade? I mean, I took a trade already in the morning. I'm looking for a trade, but I took this first breakout right here. This first breakout and retest. Now I'm waiting for something else to form or do something. As of right now, there's nothing to do. All right, here it is at VWAP. I'm gonna start going crazy here. I said if it starts breaking VWAP and holding below it, that's a red flag. But popping back up. I want some structure to start getting put in, but there's nothing. done trading today. Did QQQ and SPY. Nice. Yeah, if you... I mean, I already caught one trade. I'm still looking for something else, but... Yeah, if you can catch one trade a day and just walk away, I mean, that's the... Not a bad idea. I'm personally waiting to see if we get something else, but... Golly. Damn, bro. These buyers cannot hold it up. Sellers are pretty aggressive here. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. It's 10 o'clock, so... It's starting to form some structure here. Took out this low. We got... Let's see what happens here. News breaking. It was orange full. Wasn't much news. Just it was home sales. But yeah, you still got to be careful. You never know. Oh my gosh. It's tanking. All right, first sign of a red flag here. Be careful. What news? There was an orange folder or some kind of home sales or whatever at 10 a.m. But it didn't really do much. Damn. Alright, let's look on higher time frames. What's going on? Man, this thing is... coming down. Possibly going down for some of these lows down here. We do have support. Keep in mind that support down there, that pivot point, the 200. There's a lot of support down there, so something you got to be careful of for possible. Now we broke out of this. This could hold as resistance at this point. If it comes back up, I don't know if it would be a good. Maybe try to catch a scalp out of this. Would be holding it as seeing if we could retest that low back again for a quick scalp. Sellers should start coming in here. Once it gets back above VWAP, that's a red flag, so I don't even want to be in the trade anymore if it gets back above VWAP. But we should have sellers keep stepping in. It's retesting VWAP right now. Please don't copy me or you will get wrecked. Seeing what happens here. There, the seller's trying to step in. Oh crap, buyers are breaking it through. Damn it. Oh no. It's a crucial level here. Who's gonna win? Buyers or sellers are like battling it out at VWAP. Price is very balanced here, so whoever takes over, whoever's got more, sellers are taking control back below VWAP. See if we can get a push back down aggressively now. starts to scare off the buyers as we push back down. Seeing if we get continuation. Candle closes in like 30 seconds. So depending on how this candle closes is going to say a lot too. If we can close pretty bearish, then it's a good sign. If we close back above, it's not a good sign for the bears. Oh man, and it's closing back above. Oh, that's not a good sign. Yeah, like I said, that is not. Just retest that low down there. Retesting the structure. If it can't hold this as resistance, then yeah, I'll get stopped out. But if it holds this as resistance, then I'm looking good. So far, looking good. That was a big red flag right there, but sellers took control again. Right, candle closing pretty heavy, which is a decent sign here. If we can get continuation. Yeah, bulls are struggling. Sellers are in control right now. As long as sellers stay in control, I'll probably get stopped out if we start breaking above this 958 level. It would be a massive red flag if we start breaking above that level, and I'll probably get stopped out. But as of now, sellers are in control, and they're trying to keep it down. We're below VWAP. We've broken through that 200. We've held this old support level as resistance now, so sellers coming back in. So we should keep this pushing down here. As long as they have the momentum to keep it going. Looks like they do. Of course, it's going to edge my trade because why not? Why not? It does it every single time. My TPs are like at crucial levels, so it just like it freaking edges it like I'm trading $100 million position size. All right, come on, fill me, fill me, fill me. Watch it fill me and just flush to the downside. Oh my gosh. Fill me! What are y'all doing? Stop playing with me. Why are they playing with me like this? Sellers, hurry up. There you go. There you go. That's it. That's it. That's it. Second trade of the day, W. 2 wins so far. Don't be greedy. That's the power of not being greedy. Taking, brother, I full ported CPI in your name. Thank you. Oh, God. I hope you made money if you did that. Assuming you did, because you said thank you. It is one. Listen, it is one way to pass accounts. I ain't gonna lie. I did FOMC before. I passed an account that way before. It is a way to pass an account. Up to 50 thing, no problem. But yeah, don't. I tell people don't copy my trades, because yeah, I can go on winning trades, but you know, it's at the end of the day, I have different position sizing, so I'm allowed to go through drawdown. It's like people are happy when I make money and I, you know, hit TPs in this, but when I go through drawdown and I can't see the market and I'm just hitting losing trade after losing trade, then people start to kind of, that's why I say learn why I do certain things, but don't copy me. I need to put like a disclaimer on my screen. It was simple, you know, simple break and retest. We broke a massive level. We broke all this used to be support level, right? Big support, and so big support, tried to hold it up, but failed. And look at the volume that stepped in after that break of that support. Volume stepped in, so price pushed back up to rebalance itself back into VWAP. Sellers took control over. That's why I said I had no idea. I was just playing the probabilities. I had my stop right above these highs because I said if we start breaking above those highs, it's a red flag. We're going to be back above VWAP. I don't even want to be in the trade anymore. But we held VWAP. Sellers took control back below VWAP, and we keeping it down. And notice I'm not greedy. Like I took a short. I'm not trying to catch a break below these lows and go all the way down to the lows down there. I'm like, no, it's a simple, right? It's a simple retest of those lows again. Because I don't know, this could take out these lows and rip back up to the upside. We are at 10 o'clock where sometimes we get reversal areas. So that's why I was kind of being patient and careful with my take profit. And you can see it, my TP got hit and now it's still kind of hovering in this area. Yeah, I'm on NQ. Can you help me pass my evals? I would say just be patient. Just be one thing is don't be super aggressively sized to the point where you blow an account in a couple trades. Like allow yourself to not allow yourself some drawdown room. Depending on it all depends on how confident, like how good you are as a trader, because there are traders that they're pretty confident in their strategy, so they go hardcore on the first trade just to pass the eval. If you're not super confident in your strategy and have it down, then allow yourself for some drawdown. And biggest piece of advice I can give you is go with the trend. And I say this all the time. Pretty much every single live stream I do, I say it all the time. Go with the trend. Trade with the trend. Do not go against the trend. Right? Look at, so VWAP right now is right where this gold line is. That's where VWAP is. Pay attention. When we're above this gold line, when we're above VWAP, look what's happening, right? Sellers try to take control. Look at the buying pressure that comes in. Boom. Buying pressure comes back in. We are bullish when we are holding this 200 VWAP area. Look what happened as soon as we broke down. Right? We retested it as resistance. All this previous support got retested as resistance, and now we're moving back down. Imagine the person that tried to long down here. If you're trying to long down here, you are going against the trend. You are going against, sellers took over and you are going against them. And you end up taking a long and then getting stopped out. So that's kind of the biggest, is go with the trend. Don't go against the trend. That can help you out and help you in your trading so much. And it keeps you from over trading, right? Because if you're going with the trend, if I'm trying to short, if I'm looking for short opportunities, Obviously, I'm not going to short down here. I'm going to wait for price to maybe break up, form some structure, break that structure back down to the downside, and then I can go off that. So it forces you to be more patient. Instead of looking for setups left and right, it forces you to only look for shorts. So you want retraces back up to look for shorts, right? And you stop chasing. Just like this breakthrough, I didn't short just because it broke through this level. I was waiting for it to retrace back up, give me a good entry to go back down. But be patient. This isn't a, you don't have, like, for your eval, you don't have to pass your eval in a day. Although with Apex you can, you don't have to pass it in a day. To be honest with you, when I was doing my 7 accounts, when I was passing my 7 evals, copy trading them, it took me over a month to pass them. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, that's stupid being in an eval for over a month. But guess what? I don't have the money to blow 7 evals and keep resetting them because I'm oversizing. So I had to size down, allow myself for some drawdown, kind of work that account up, and eventually I passed. Same thing I do with my funded. Nothing happens different in my funded account. I'm doing the same exact thing, right, in my funded as I was doing in my eval. Even the position sizing is the same. And I know people are going to say that's stupid, but psychologically, it just helps me out. Because now, psychologically, every time I go through a little bit of, like, drawdown, I look back and I'm like, I already did this. I passed the eval. It's not like I passed the eval in one day. I sized down. It took me a month to pass the eval because I was sized down. I was protecting myself. So if I did it one time, right, you just have to do it again. Just be patient. Any tips on how to start trading at 17? I would say you got so much time. I would say become obsessed with learning how to trade. Get a simulated account. Just get a sim account and start just practicing in a sim account. You have so much time. Like, if you really look at this as a long-term game and not as something like a get-rich-quick scheme like everyone portrays it at, but if you really get the time, learn it, study, practice, eventually, right, you start to get better. Like, even I look at myself, I'm by no means a perfect trader, right? But when I look at myself 2 years ago, or even 1 year ago, I'm a completely different trader even a year ago than I am today. So I would say just become obsessed with learning how to trade and building up the right psychology, being disciplined, and you can go pretty far. Don't be so focused on, everybody wants to start like making money fast, making money. It's like, you're not gonna, especially when you're learning, you're not gonna make money. Your goal when you're learning is not to make money. Your goal is to become break-even trader. That's your ultimate goal when you're learning how to trade, is to become a break-even trader, because that's how it goes. It goes from losing money to being a break-even trader, because now you have the proper risk management, psychology, so you shift into being a break-even trader, and then after that, you shift into being a profitable trader. Good day so far. See, here's another retest, right? Breaking, well, it hasn't quite retested it, but like I said, down here, I may actually, nah. I got that TPT eval that I gotta pass, but yeah, that's why I tell people, it's like, if you want to become a good trader, you almost have to be obsessed with it. You have to love to do it, because if you don't like to do it, you're not gonna, like, the amount of time and effort it takes to learn this, you got to be kind of obsessed with it. All right, we're taking out some lows. Taking out these lows down here. This could be, buying pressure could start to step in somewhere around here. So this is another level to be careful of if you are in a short. It could break and keep displacing below, but it's just something to keep an eye out on, that there could be a reversal here, possibly. We're coming even on an hourly chart. If you look at patterns, right? If you look at an hourly chart, we're coming down to the 200. What happens at the 200? We get buying pressure start stepping in at the 200. Right there. I mean, you see it time and time again. Where's pre-market lows? Is it taking out pre-market? Pre-market lows. Yeah. Yeah, so it just took out pre-market lows. See what happens. I mean, I could just go to my eval. I mean, I think I'm done trading on my funded accounts for today. I took 2 trades already. So after this, I think they're just going to be lower probability trades. I don't know if I should maybe just move to my Tradeify eval and just kind of try to scalp that way up. Maybe. We'll try. Here, let me do that. Let me get all my accounts. All right. Now, this is a disclaimer. I mean, this is an eval, so I'm going to be taking low probability trades. This isn't... So if I start taking losses on this eval, people are going to start going, oh, you suck at trading. I already know it's coming. It's an eval. It's not my funded accounts. So I'm going to be more aggressive with it and possibly take lower probability trades that I would not necessarily take on my... Bouncing off the pivot. Trying to, yeah. Pivot, like I said, this is a kind of a crucial area, so... You may get some chop, you may get buyers try to step in here. See, it tried to bounce off that pivot, broke through it, now holding it as resistance, so that's not a good sign for the bulls. I would maybe go in... I mean, again, this is a low quality trade, but I would go in short, like, at the retest of this kind of level up here, if it ever gets there. Appreciate the follows, the support. Thank you. And we did not hold. Sellers are just going at it. It looks like I should have held my short. Nah, I can't do that. It was a good TP. I mean, I would wait for some kind of a push up now in order to possibly get short. But now it's like, you see, this is the low probability part. Is we're already taking out lows, so if it pops up, it may not even retest this as resistance. It may just blow through this and just keep ripping. That's the dangerous part. Like when you're taking a short and you know you got lows down there that it may want to go to, you're kind of going with, once it starts taking out all those lows down there and starts ripping back to the upside, it becomes a lot more dangerous that it could just fill you and then you could get stopped out because it's low, just lower probability. Here, give me a second. Going toward the 200. Still, sellers are still holding it down. We got, I mean, what other lows do we have down there? We're coming to an area where we could bounce. We could have some, we're tapping, also coming into a bullish imbalance that never got filled. That's about to get, that pretty much is getting filled right now. So this is an area where we could get a bounce off of. We're still selling off. Dang. Let's see. Crap. Hold on, give me a second. Man, are the buyers gonna start stepping in? Or not? Or are they too... Crap, who's here? My bad. All right. Buyers trying to step in here, but they don't look like they have it in them. It's just, as soon as buyers start to stepping in, sellers just go, nope. Hold my beer. If we get a push up, I mean, I would, you know, be interested in something. Gonna go for Monday's lows. Oh, yeah. It's a pretty decent ways, no? Let me see. When was Monday? Oh, it was yesterday, right? Yeah, it was yesterday. It's possible. I mean, it's got a decent way to Monday's lows, though. It would have to break below the 200 and get, like, that's super bearish. So it's got some levels to get through if it wants to go for Monday's lows. It's possible, definitely possible, but it'll take some time. Like the buying pressure isn't even there. On that first, okay. Starting to form a little bit of structure here. If buyers can start breaking out of it and yeah, Nasdaq is down hard. Nasdaq struggling. Is a good moment for buys? Nah. I don't know. I don't think so. I mean, you do you. I can't give any financial. Obviously I don't give financial advice, but I always say go with the trend. Now, could price? This is an area where price could bounce. But like I said, you would be going against the trend. If that's something, if you have a strategy that's, you know, that's you've proven to be profitable and you have a system, then yeah, you could. But if you're just buying down here just because it's sold off, then it's not a good idea. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of going against the trend. Even though this could pop up and go all the way back up, but it just never worked out for me. Every time I tried a strategy that was like against the trend trading, it never worked long term. It just always just like got a nice buy into a 5-minute fair value gap at this market. So yeah, it's I could like, here's the thing, I could see why somebody would want to go long. Right? If we look on, if you look on like a 15-minute time frame, I mean, we've taken out all these lows now. Price is about to move right back above that 200, so it's starting to get into some. If you look on the 5-minute, like if it starts inversing this imbalance right there, be another green flag for. But there's also. Look at all the resistance holding it down. Look at all these levels that could potentially hold the price down. We got view up to 200. We got these levels right here. Then we got those levels above there. It's just... like I feel like it's just trying to swim against the current. That's what's going on. It's a lot harder to swim against the current than to swim with it. So... you could do what you want with your accounts. Obviously, you may have your own strategy, but for me, I am not looking for any longs. I'm only looking for shorts. Yeah. If you're a swing trader, that's a completely different thing. Obviously, like swing traders and stuff, they look for that's a whole different strategy than like what I do. They look for sell-offs. They look for good buying opportunities. They average into trades. You know, it's like there's a whole different like thing behind that. So yeah, if you're a swing trader, that's different. Pivot was broken. Yeah, it broke the pivot, and then you see it was holding it. It was trying to hold the pivot as support. Buyers stepped in, and then once we broke below that pivot, then look at that. It came back up and held it as resistance and then continued going down. Now we're right back up to that pivot point. So the question is it going to hold it as resistance, or is it going to break through it and keep ripping? Again, this is my evaluation account, so if I take a trade, it's not something that's like a seller stepping back in. I was hoping to catch a short, right? Ah, dang it. I wanted to catch a short off this this right here, this level, and never got tapped into. Like a retrace back into that level. I was about to place an order right there at a sell order at 891s. Didn't quite reach it. Dang it. Well, maybe it's still. Don't buy like it. Yeah, you don't want to get trapped. Nova University. I think I've heard that. I think I've heard it before. $7 in paper money? Yeah, it's good. Bearish fall, yeah. I was really hoping for a little bit more of a push-up to go short, but man, just kind of, that would have been an amazing short opportunity right there. Oh yeah, trading, nothing in trading is 100%. That's for sure. It's all it's just slow now. Time is it? 10:39. I'm gonna wait like 20 more minutes and see what happens here. Time frame? I'm on the 1 minute chart, but I do look at other time frames. 15 minute, the volume is going to start going down a little bit here. We're getting into the 11 o'clock mark. We're not going to get the same kind of price action as we were getting, you know, in the morning up here. We're just like, got a lot of price action. Look at these candles going up and down. Now it's just like we're starting to get, you can see the volume, the candle's starting to get smaller and smaller. And the price is not moving as aggressively as it was. So volume is going to start dying down, but you can still get a good move though. Yeah, before 10:30 is always the ideal price action. And that's also another thing I look at, right? Like if we're coming in, if I'm starting to see a setup and we're coming into like almost like to 10:40 mark, you know, that kind of time frame, I'm starting to go a little bit more on the, you know, should I take this trade? Should I not? It's already 10:40. It's almost 11 o'clock. Like, there's a possibility, because in order for your trade to work out, you need volume behind your trade, right? You need to place a trade, and then you need volume to step in after you to take you to your TP area. But if you place a trade and there's no volume, guess what? Price isn't going to go to your TP. And it just becomes a little bit lower probability just because of even the time it is in the day already. And that plays a effect. Like sometimes I'll take the trade, like for my funded, Sometimes I'll take the trade maybe on less size, on like half size, just to kind of just take the trade but not risk full size. But like for the evaluation, this evaluation, I mean, I don't really, it's not a funded, so I'm not really too careful like that. But yeah, ideally, I typically like to take my trades before 10:30. Yeah, so get your little sliver of the market, and that's all you freaking need. How much am I up right now? I'm up on the day. What was it? I'm up around 1,300 on the day. You out? Yeah, I'm gonna give it a little. I'm gonna give it till about 11 o'clock, and then I'm gonna, if we don't get anything by 11 o'clock, I'm gonna hop off. See you tomorrow, though. But yeah, it's looking like it may start getting to the time where just hop off. Like, I don't even see any. Originally, I was looking for this short right here, but it didn't quite pop up to where I wanted it to. Like a couple points away. I was about to place my order at this 890 level, and it got to 881. Ooh, bless you, thank you. The freaking car, I bought this car to fix, and I gotta change out the filter on that car, the freaking interior air filter thing. I turned on the heat, and I'm just like, whoa. My nose, I started sneezing and whatnot. The heat probably hasn't got turned on in freaking over a year. And I just took a whiff of all that freaking crap. It didn't smell, it didn't smell or anything. It's just like, you know, when something sits there for a long time and then finally you turn it on, and I guess all that dust or whatever just came out. Appreciate the follow. Alright, we're just holding it down here. We're not, looks like we want to go lower here. What the heck? Alright, we're just stuck. Price is just not doing anything. Come on. Do something. To be honest, I may just call it early. Unless someone has any questions or anything, I may just call it early. I already took 2 trades, made the money I wanted to make for the day. Now we're just we're chopping sideways. Let me check. Do we have any, we got any news tomorrow? Just curious to see what tomorrow has in store. Tomorrow. We got, there's PPI at 8:30 tomorrow. And no. We got 10 o'clock, bunch of yellow folder news at 10 o'clock, so nothing really to worry about even for tomorrow, which is what, Wednesday? Wednesday, and then Thursday, 8:30 doesn't really matter for me because I'm not trading during then. Also, no news really to worry about tomorrow, Thursday, and then Friday, also no news to worry about. Wow, so pretty much golden for the rest of the week on terms of news, not having to worry about. I don't know, some people like trading, some people like when there's news in the day. I don't really like it, just because what ends up happening when you have a massive news event at 10 o'clock is a market opens up, makes like a little move or whatever, and then starts chopping sideways until news comes out. And then finally news comes out and you get that move. So that's why I kind of don't like news to come out in the morning at 10 o'clock, because you just get that chop and it just sucks. Versus like today, we didn't really have much news, and we had orange folder, but that's not really a big deal. And you see, you get decent price action here. Glad I found your page. You really helped me understand trading more. Yeah, I'm glad I can help in any way. It's any way I could shorten your learning curve, or help you not go through certain things that I had to go through and learn the hard way. It's already a win for me. It's a win for me, and it's a win for you. So, win-win. Win-win. All right, dang, sellers just... Yeah, it looks like we want to go lower. Now, one candle is about to take out, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 6 previous candles, which is a massive red flag. This is when the bulls start panicking. The people who went long are starting to shit their pants right now. It's about to break that low, and a bunch of people are going to get stopped out for trying to fade the trend. I say don't do it. Like, how many people you think tried to take a long right there? I know somebody earlier said to take a long. I mean, it's like, if you have a strategy, like I said, where you've proven to be profitable, then yeah, but I just don't see why. Like, it's not smart. Don't go against the trend. You can see just sellers just take control and just push it back down. I used to make the same mistake over and over and over, even with different strategies. I would try one strategy. It would be like this type of where you like try to catch the bottom of the market. Another strategy would be a similar one where I'm like, all right, the market's sold off so much already. Look how much we've sold off. We're probably going to get a bounce. And you see the market starting to make a bounce, and then boom, you start buying right there. You start to try to go long. You're like, all right, nice. This is a long opportunity. Boom, you're in profit. You're excited. And then boom, it just goes right back down, stops you out. And you're sitting there thinking that the market's rigged because you just got stopped out. And now look, it stops you out and it goes back in your direction. It's because, like, why not wait for an opportunity to catch a short to go with the trend back down? I feel like it's just a higher probability. And look at the buyers starting to step in back in a... Dang. SLV, is that a stock? I don't look at individual stocks just because I only look at NASDAQ. Me and NASDAQ are just like, we're pretty close. We got this bond going. We've had a relationship for, a couple of years, and it's been pretty good. We had our ups and downs. I've had my moments where I've gotten pissed off, but that's a part of a relationship. You go through problems, you go through struggles together. And me and the NASDAQ, we've had our differences. We've had our problems, we had our struggles, we had our drawdowns, but in the end, it's made me a better person. So up 170%. I used to trade a long time ago. I used to trade penny stocks, and I just didn't like it. I don't like the constant chasing of the biggest mover of the day and trying to, like, I don't know, I just didn't like it. Constantly trying to chase something else. Now I love this. NASDAQ, I stick with NASDAQ. I know it moves good. It gives me great opportunities. Every single day it gives an opportunity for me. So there's really no reason for me not to. And I know how it moves. Like, I know it's kind of like characteristics, like how it likes to move. But once I start trading something else that I've never traded before, it just becomes so much harder for me to trade. Not a penny stock? No, I mean, it's... But in terms of like day trading, yeah, I don't... I try not to look at other things. I try to just stick to the NASDAQ and don't move anywhere else. Because if it's like, if something works, then why change it, right? If something's working, why change it? Maybe like investments eventually, if I start to invest in different stuff, then I'll start to look at other things. But as of now, the moment I got out, she goes, yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that sometimes. I had it where my first loss of the freaking, when was it? That was Friday. It stops me out and rips immediately back up all the way to my TP, like 100 points back up to my TP after getting stopped out like perfectly. It happens. I mean, it's just like, it's a part of trading. It's not, you just happen to be in the way. Nothing you can really beat yourself up about it as long as you're following your rules and your plan. Now, if you took a stupid trade, then it's like, that's different. Alright. I'm going to be hopping off here. It's already 11 o'clock. There's really nothing for me to take here. I mean, it's moving up. Now, we've already retested the level that I wanted to catch a short off of. Now we're coming back up to that same level. I mean, it's already tested it again, so there would be no point of me trying to short it up here again. If in order for me to short this, it would need to pop up, form some structure up here, and then start breaking back down to the downside. Other than that, I mean, I'm not trying to guess. You know, this could very likely just pop all the way back up, go past VWAP. You never know. Especially it's starting to break this structure now. And obviously, I don't take longs below VWAP, so I would not take this breakout and retest right here. So, that pretty much concludes it for me today. So, overall, it's been a really, really good day. So, I'm going to recap real quick before I hop off the two trades. First trade I took was up here. When market opened, we were above VWAP. We're pretty bullish, so I took this break and retest right here. Broke out of that 978 level. Broke out of it, retested it, and took a quick scalp on that. Then was waiting. And then once we started to break VWAP right there, volume came in aggressively. We broke VWAP aggressively. And then I took this break and retest back down. So pretty much pushed back up to this all this becomes massive resistance once it breaks. So, right, previous support. You got previous support broke. Now I was looking for it to turn into resistance to go back down, so I took a short right up here to go back down to, and I took quick profits. I mean, I took a short there, and then I covered at the lows here. And obviously, it just kept going lower. But, yeah, that's what happens when you go with momentum. It's you put yourself already above in a better probability. So... But that's that. So let me wait. Let me see. But yeah, that's that. So see you guys tomorrow. Stay safe. Don't overtrade. Be patient. It's a long-term game. Don't think of this as like a get-rich-quick scheme. It's a long-term game. It's like any other business. It's like it takes a lot. It takes longer to learn this thing. So. Just be patient. Don't be pissed off. Follow your rules. Have risk management. and you'll see yourself over time improving, and then you'll look back a year and you'll be like, wow, like I've improved so much as a trader from a year ago. And every year you improve, and who knows? I mean, with trading, the freaking sky is the limit. There's no limit within trading. That's the beautiful part about trading. The sky is the freaking limit. If you can learn this craft, there are people making, there are people hitting $25,000 days. There are people hitting $100,000 days. Like, there's different levels to this game. And don't look at the person that's hitting $25,000 days, $100,000. They're on a whole different level. Do not look at them. Look at them as motivation, what's possible, but don't look at them and get discouraged at like, oh, I only made $200 today. Like, that's not enough. No, it's enough. You're just at a different level. Just be patient, stick to it, and over time you can grow, and maybe, you get to that level eventually. So, all right, that's it. I'm hopping off. Peace out. I'll see you guys tomorrow.